solidarity that made sure, with the pillars of our own struggle, meaning the internal forces, the fact that there was mass mobilization, there were sanctions, the religious sector played a particular role. All of that brought, with the support of the Cuban society as well as the Soviets, it brought the support for us that we can truly be free in 94. It is an important year for us because we are celebrating 70 years since the Freedom Charter was born in 1955. But soon, in a few months, we also know that we are actually dealing with 50 years from the uprising, the Soweto uprising. And in the middle of that, you had the 80s turmoil. And that 80s turmoil brought about this drastic change that led to the freedom of South Africa, but it in particular led to Nelson Mandela being freed in 1990 and ultimately led to the unbanning of all political parties that were banned. If one reflects on all of that, that was a particular era, so Cuba, Russia played a role to liberate, help to liberate us in a way that through military support, through military action, through technology, military technology. The question for our young people today is what's required 70 years into our democracy, 70 years into Freedom Charter, what is required to make sure that they can feel that there is peoples-to-people support in the globe. And BRICS and the relation between South-South, Latin America, Africa, and Asia is coming to the fore. And hence, the BRICS nations and the fact that there's a pursuance by these BRICS countries, in particular Russia that play a role, and China and in South Africa in this case, to get to a point that there is a alternative economic model that's more fair in the world, that takes into account human rights for one is human rights for all, that takes into account a more developmental aspect to development and a developmental aspect to a growing economy and a shared growth perspective.